I'm a research consultant. I work with Oxford Policy Management Nigeria currently, and a final year student of ABU Zaria. My names are Sophie Ladi Emmanuel. I'm from Benue State, Tiv by tribe. I really want to appreciate God for the grace to be celebrating this milestone. It has been God all the way, and the gift of good people in my corner. I just decided to share 4 life lessons at 40, and I just hope you're able to pick something.
She happy?
Poison, 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 poison. If you do anyhow, you put on small otapia poison. You sprinkle rat poison. Yeah, so I would say striving for perfection is actually a surefire to disappointment, because in my early 20s, I got into a relationship that led to marriage. That was the worst mistake ever in my life, because I feel like it is one of the things that has held me back. That has one of them, because yes, my mom's passing also took a lot from me, but I feel like I didn't have a mentor. My parents were late. I felt that was the only way out, and truly it was the biggest mistake of my life. I had a few friends who were really actually against it, but because I felt it was an escape route for me. I was in school then. Yeah, that was before I dropped out of school. I was in school, and I needed to pay school fees and all. And then, you know, this idea of watching too much of Nigerian movies where they make you think, oh, when you're married, you're settled, your husband will take care of everything. But that was not the case, you know. I think the lesson there is be prepared, be sure you're ready. I was not ready. I went into marriage with a different idea of what marriage was, and then I didn't have people around. So no matter what you do, just make sure you do your research properly, know where you're going to, and just be sure. I'm doing very well for myself by the grace of God, and my daughter is in her 200 level in the university, and my son is in SS3, currently preparing for WAEC. So I'm happy. I'm happy. Destiny and Daniel has been a blessing, really. So I won't call that a mistake, but I say getting into marriage early without having a proper background information of what marriage entails, what it looks like, or challenges that comes with it, was the biggest mistake ever. On the 25th of December, I can never forget. 25th of December 2005, and then I got a call. My mom, she was sick, she had stroke, so they had to take her down for treatment. On reaching there, I was expecting to hear my mom's voice, and then I heard someone else's voice, and they said she passed. For me, that day took everything away from me. I had to. So life really started at that point for me. I had to give up a lot of things. I had to drop out of school. I dropped out of school in 2005, the year my mom passed. I was in NCE 2. God just decided to take her away from me. I had a lot of questions then to ask, like, why? I had to support my siblings to go back to school. I had to go get a job. And the funny thing is, my salary then was around 275 naira weekly. And my monthly salary was around 1,517, I think. To my surprise, I got a call on the 24th of December 2020 that I'll be resuming work in Abuja office. I resumed, and Gloria was the brain behind it, supported my current boss, our technical team lead. They were very supportive, and it's a training ground. I actually have learned a lot. I didn't have so much on my CV aside from my experiences and all of that. So, but somehow something pushed me. When an enumerator called me to say they heard someone saying, "Oh, I don't have a certificate. I'm just working here based on recommendations," and I was pained. I cried my eyes out. I called Jenima, my best friend. I told her this is what I heard. And she was like, "Oh no, don't let it weigh you down." I met Gloria. I told her, Gloria was like, "This should not be a reason. You should be looking down on yourself. You're doing very well." But I was not really convinced. And then one morning I woke up and like, why am I even scared of going back to school? Because I was scared, will I be able to make it? Will I be able to even understand what's happening in the system? And lucky for me, I was able to apply for admission in abuse area, and I got the admission, which was the first step of breaking that fear. To the glory of God, I'm currently in my 400 level, writing my project at 40. And by the grace of God, I'll be rounding up my program in a few months. Yes, so this is one of the lessons from conquering your fear and reinventing yourself. At least now I can walk with my chest, my shoulders really high. The truth is, like I always say, people will say it is well, but deep down, you know it is not okay. Be your own motivation before you look up to people to motivate you. First, be your own motivation. Just like we talk about self-love, if you don't love yourself enough, you won't be able to manage the love you get from outside. You have wins, celebrate them. When you're down, yes, there are emotions, let them flow. But the truth is, you'll be afraid. You'll be afraid. In that fear, take a step. Just start. Talking about gratitude, It has always been a thing for me because I learned the hard way. For me, I've adopted being grateful as part of my lifestyle, and most especially being grateful to God. I think because I was not grateful, I was called for a role in Kano for a main movie as a supporting character, but somehow I lost that job. And the next one I was called for, I was not the main character. I just played a minor role there. But I feel I just keep getting this feeling like it was because I didn't appreciate the one I was given before. Maybe that was why that happened. So I think at that point, I just realized no matter how little, we should be grateful for every opportunity we get, just everything. Let's be grateful for everything. I remember doing something for someone, and it was a very small piece of work. I wrote a profile for the company, and I think they paid me less than what I was expecting to get. But because I was grateful, I think a month later, I got like an alert from the same person, and it was like a multiple times more than what I was expecting. So I felt like maybe because I did not complain, I was not grateful at the time it happened, but at some point I was just like, oh, thank God that this person even sees that I could do this, and they opted to let me work on this piece of work. Every little thing you do, every opportunity that comes to you, it's a platform that brings it together to create a bigger picture. And for me, gratitude is the glue that cements it all together. Gratitude became a part of my life when I realized I was pained when my mom passed. I was pained when my dad passed. I felt like God didn't like me. I'm sorry, Jesus. I felt like nothing good was happening, but at a point in time, as I kept on holding on to God and being appreciative of the little things I was able to get done, I think that worked for me. And I realized at that point that being grateful really multiplies every of our blessings. Even normal human beings, when you say thank you to them, it's a platform to do more. So I've used that to actually get to this place in my life. So I've always been grateful for every little opportunity I get. And I want to encourage each and every one of you watching me right now, no matter how little, be grateful. I'm celebrating this moment because I've enjoyed the impact of good friends. And when I say good friends, I don't mean just friends. I mean good friends. Good friends who push you to do better. Good friends who join hands with you and pray. Good friends who tell you the damn truth to your face. Friends who tell you, this is something you can do, go for it. Friends who help you see the you that you don't see in you.
So they missed me. Yes! I needed someone to capture the moment.
When you realize this friendship is not bringing anything positive, it's one-sided, it's selfish, it's jealous, then I think we need to shred that kind of friendship. And I think I've experienced that, and I can tell the difference between having friends who are genuine, friends who love you, friends who want to see you grow, friends who want to see you excel. I've experienced friends who are in competition with you, friends who envy you silently, friends who don't want to just see you do good in life. I know I've experienced all of that, so I can boldly say it is a good thing to have good friends.
Hi, I'm Jemima.
Sophie's best friend.
I'm Sophie's best friend, whether she likes it or not.
Hi, I'm Nettie.
My name is Uge Oloma.
How I met Sophie. It's sort of an interesting way. First time I actually encountered her, I was sent to give something to her and I just handed it and left. I didn't think anything. Then I realized she was a friend to a friend, and we just happened to get talking within the whole interaction, and somehow I just figured that she's a pure spirit.
I met Sophie at church. We attend the Covenant Nation, TCA in Abuja, and I was so eager to join the drama group, Snapshot. And I had already been friends with Lomzi, and we had a production. Okay, I had written the scripts, and Sophie auditioned for one of the roles, and she gave a very, very beautiful, dramatic, and free-spirited performance. So I was first blown away by her freedom. I mean, she owes nobody nothing.
I met her in TCA in Abuja. That's the Covenant Nation Abuja. In Snapshots. Snapshot is the drama and dance unit of the church. So I think the first time I met her, she was not acting. I didn't really see her that day, but I just heard that somebody brought food for our all-night rehearsal. And all of them were just saying, Sophie, Sophie, Sophie. I was asking who is Sophie, I did not see. Until they now sent me to go and return the cooler that we used. And I went to her house and I met Sophie. Others is history.
If she's doing something that I felt wasn't very okay, I could go to her and say, oh, Sophie, you're doing this and it doesn't make any sense. And I'm sure she would listen and actually either explain or fix it. So yeah, it just put me in a position where I couldn't help but love her. And now I'm stuck. I can't go anywhere.
And if you ask me what I've learned or taken away from my relationship with her, that would be it. How to live my life without restrictions, without reservations, how to go for what I want and not answer anybody. I mean, our saying 2025 now is we don't owe anybody any explanations. And then life goes on.
Me, I laugh a lot. I smile a lot. I can camouflage a lot. But somehow she knows that something is wrong. And she will keep saying, whatever that is wrong, she'll smile. You know everything will be fine. Life goes on. If it's somebody that did something to you, beg, let the person get out.
I just pray that God gives her a spirit that attracts positivity. A spirit that somehow, when she goes to God about something and she puts her hand to do anything, nothing that her hand touches to do actually fails.
My wish for Sophie is for her to get to the zenith of life. Zenith of all life, like everything she lays her hand to do. Family, friendship, business, career. She needs to and has to get to the top. She is designed for the crest, not for the middle, not for the bottom. Right there on top.
She's turning 40, and by the time she's turning 45, I want to somehow look at this video and look at her life at that time and just be like, oh boy, God is good. So that's what I wish for her, and that's my genuine prayer for Sophie.
I wish Sophie, there's one particular thing that she has been asking from God. She knows. I wish her that thing, that particular thing. I wish her that. And I know that God is, as she's turning this 40, it will be a significant age for her. She will achieve everything that she thinks that she cannot achieve, because she's always saying, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. This year, she will start believing in herself. She will start taking bold steps. She's already taking one now. She will start taking bold steps, and she will accomplish all the things that she feels she cannot really do by herself. And God will also send helpers her way.
Right, so I would like to use this opportunity to thank God Almighty, and to also thank my beautiful friends seated here and the ones that are unable to meet up with this short notice, and to every one of my friends out there. I got you. I love you guys so much. God bless you. Thank you guys. Thank you. The love is massive, baby. The love is massive, baby. Yes, I want shawarma.